different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Well, a tough start for both of these teams. Still searching for their first win of the season as we get going in week 3. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Got it. Ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Set.
Looking to the air here. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
Throw on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Johnny moves incomplete. Trying to get it into Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up 4th down. The Lions ready for the punt. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set. Check. Panther. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. And up.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Takes one and Burns hit it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Ready? Let's go now. Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
Daniels. They left him wide open. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards showing just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Gain out to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Left thing
14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Street! Hut, hut!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
On the jump!
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Go! 18 Cardinal. Head to 60. Hut.
Plowing up the middle. He finds space into the red zone. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Lions cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Go.
Daniels now. Cut out left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast.
Viking 18. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
2nd and 3. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Come on, set! 79 Broncos! 60 Bison, 60 Bison!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they could be facing fourth down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready! Rig it! Hut, hut!
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready, ready! Hurt, hurt! Lion! Hut!
Again, it's Chubb. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
First down, ball at the 36.
Set!
Man in motion here.
Go!
On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Set! Cougar 19! Check, check,
Running
check,
back sent
check.
in motion.
Panther 11, Panther 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
2nd and 1. Escapes out to the left. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense. but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Here we go, shot.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. Ready, ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this
19
offense.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check smash, check smash.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Play made by Deron Payne. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Check go.
To the air, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shut up.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Check, check. Check smash, check smash. Hut, hut.
Here's the handoff. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Let's go.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's be 19. Hut.
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Deep left. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Come on.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. Why that Drake got a chip? I be on my little mouse drip.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Here's a counter give to Chubb. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
From the 34. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Ready?
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll get this complete to Joe. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Set! Roll! Check go!
Now Daniels to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Set! 18, Pioneer! 18 Cardinal! 18 Rattler! 79 Bronco! Hut!
From the gun, it's Daniels. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Okay, break.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go. Set. 19 Lion. Hup.
They run it from the gun with Chubb. He's inside the 10. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the second after coming into the lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort there to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that helps finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Airing it out to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. I'll say Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think that was a throw cake that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
2nd and 10 now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now 3rd down. Here's a throw. Incomplete. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. Free inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Ready, ready. Set up. Ready.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, kid, I like to call these body wars. Body wars. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Set up.
Daniels back to throw. He's on the move. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come back, team! Come back, team!
They motion the tight end over.
Let go!
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Don't go away, team! Trap 60! Trap 60!
He'll throw again on 2nd down. And the double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. He's there for the interception. Mike Samuel makes the play.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that
Panther
pick.
60! Panther 60! Rig alert! Rig alert! Mustang 19! 70 Ranger! 70 Ranger! Hunt!
Daniels on 1st down. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
Alert! Go!
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Dragon 60! Ready?
Here's Daniels. Touchdown, Washington! So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set. Warrior 70.
They send the tight end in motion. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready, set.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Set. Get up.
And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Got it. Ready?
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Let's go now. Lightning 18. Check go.
Looking for a throw here. Jump off top on his back. And in for the Detroit touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Well, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick.
Okay,
Getting
ready?
another shot at 2 here.
Hut, hut.
They want to run it across. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. The penalty gives them a little bit of an assist, and then they cash in easily for 2.
If they're going to stick you on the 1-yard line, you'd better be able to get it every single time. An unforced error defensively that the offense absolutely capitalizes on.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Set. Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Hut.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him on the slant. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Go street.
They kick the running back in motion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
On first down, here's Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
79 Broncos. Set up. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
2nd and 3. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. A great effort, not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Play fake here. Daniels finds his fullback. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now Daniels off the play action. Buying some time left. It's taken in by Sinnott. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
He's throwing for it. Getting out to his left. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting him a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
And his drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Gain and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll look to throw. Laporta with the grab. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, set. 70 ring, 70 ring. Ready?
Throwing now on first down. It's taken in by Williams. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Running this one left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Go!
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. Touchdown, Detroit. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Say, hey. Dragon 60. Set go.
They begin to drive with Chubb. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Throwing now, Daniels. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The big play nets him. Be good for a Washington first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Bronco 80. Hey, hey, check that, check that. 18, Pioneer. Hut.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home
18,
that sack.
Rattler, 18. Come on, set. Bronco. Go.
Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Street.
Putting a receiver in motion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lion. Ready.
Third and long for Daniels. Flush down out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And it's the same as a touchback here. This one down right at the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Half the 60, half the 60. Half the 11.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down the distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense, they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Shot alert, shot alert. Here we go, set. Smash, smash. Hut, hut.
Give now to the running back. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today got baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Reload! Reload! Down! Ready?
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
I'm not lying. Ready, ready?
1st down, and they go right back to him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Shut up! Cup 19! Cup 19! Buffalo 18! Ready?
Here's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's go! Get up!
Chubb running out of the gun. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Chubb trying to run his way in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Last thing, 19. 70 range, 70 range. Hut, hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Track 60. Hut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Go!
Here he is on 3rd and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Ready?
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready? Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. On the left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And 18, Pioneer! Ready, ready?
Throwing it again here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Second and 10 now. He lets one fly deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go, set.
Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Last thing they wanted to do was make this field goal try easier, but they were jumpy and they did just that. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Set, ready. Check go.
Daniels on first down. Joe brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Go.
They've got a man in motion.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Hut, hut!
They give inside to Chubb. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up!
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get up! 19 Lions! Panther 11! Panther 11! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! 19 tight! 19 tight! Hup!
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that brings up 2nd down.
Let's go! Go!
He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Back to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hip pocket, but to make plays on the balls and arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Buffalo 18! Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready?
First throw for the backup now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Ready?
Complete out to the right. On the move, past the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he'll work a little room down to the 29. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set! Set, go!
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Chased out to his right. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, they love to just get more, and where they're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Strong getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Go! Ready?
Now looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Shut up! Ready, ready?
Setting up a throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Okay, ready?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Check, Panther. Ring it. Ready?
Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee. To score this as a win for the Commanders.